Assisting the development of others is based on the capacity to value the possibility of others in making choices that are free. It is for this reason that we must create the conditions in which beneficiaries are able to choose what they value. In other words, we must contribute to creating that enabling environment in which stakeholders participate, collaborate, and dialogue in an informed and constructive manner. The depletion of the Earth's resources is higher than the rate of regenerating resources, and this means that we have not chosen a sustainable path of economic development. The Millennium Development Goal 7 acknowledges that development can be sustained only by environment conservation and recognizes the right of future generations to inherit an environment as preserved as the one that we are enjoying. Although the rate of depletion of natural resources is decreasing, humanity has been unable to protect plant and animal species at the risk of extinction. Southeast Asia's contribution to greenhouse gases increased by 82% in the past decade, although per capita emissions remain the highest in the developed regions. More than half of the population of countries like Sierra Leone and Mozambique remain without access to safe drinking water.
We have a new Mineral Act, that is true, but there are some flaws in that act because there is no strong emphasis on what should be done after mining activities by either mining companies or even the artisanal miners. So it's like up till now I can say that really there are still pitfalls. There's need to address these issues more seriously, more responsibly, really to address the growing pressure on the local communities. Now you see there's no land they want to work because they can't see much diamond. But it's like there's no diamond and not much land left to them to work.
There are 14 chiefdoms in Kano. Out of the 14 chiefdoms, there are only 6 that have diamonds. And even those 6 that have diamonds, it's not everywhere in the chiefdom, it's just in certain areas. So the vast majority of the people actually are farmers. So we should be doing things that will promote farming. Good education, farming implements, mechanized farming. Because if you want somebody to farm with a hoe, it's not going to be able to do that at a big scale.
Get the bottom turning, keep your body girl pushing, oh girl, girls to the ready, put your hand low there, girls to the ready, put up your hand and wine and go down, girls to the ready, put your hand low there, girls to the ready.
After mine, what we do is that just now in the new mines and minerals act that one has been captured. Now any mining company that comes here, you also have to explain what will be your plan after your mining activity. If you look into the new agreement between Koidonis and the government of Sierra Leone, they have a plan after mining what will happen. Kimberlite mining is dangerous because of the explosion. But when it comes to damage to the surface, artisanal and alluvial mining, in my opinion, cause more damage to the surface. Because if you put 300 people here to mine artisanal, after 3 months, they'll be way down there. I mean, everywhere will be holes. Now, whereas kimberlite mining is one spot, like the same pit where Koyolis is mining, that is the same pit they've been mining for many, many, many years. 2 pits, pipe 1, pipe 2, just keep going. So it's one spot. Whereas alluvial mining or artisanal mining, they will mine here and they will mine there and then they will mine there and they will mine there, and 6 months they'll be way out there, and I mean, it's just holes everywhere. To me, that is more destructive. We really should be able to tell the government after we finish mining 20, 25 years from now, what are we going to, how are we going to leave the environment? What are we going to do with those two big pits? Is it going to remain like that? Or are you going to develop it into something that will bring economic benefits to this community? I think these are the areas. But I think if the diamonds that we have there, if they are harnessed properly, it could be a blessing to us. But sometimes I wonder if it's not too little, too late. Because we don't have diamonds like we used to have before. I remember when I was a little boy growing up, when it used to rain, you see people walk in the street looking for diamonds. I didn't see them when I was a little boy growing up. But now even the miners, they mine, they don't see. So that tells you that the diamonds are going. We are lucky, we have kimberlite dikes which were not exported, which is what everybody sees in kimberlite. So maybe the country has to start looking for alternatives to mining. And one thing that comes readily to mind will be agriculture. Because we have an excellent soil, we can grow a lot of cash crops, coffee, cocoa, you name it. I think we should start developing that so that we could give alternatives to people.
So for that reason, it's just a game. Lose and gain. At times you lose, at times you gain.
Did you find some? Yeah.
Usually, like the workout areas, like these particular areas, we used to see diamonds. So still with that particular idea, we are still trying. Maybe we'll be lucky.
The last big diamond that you found, when?
Me, of course.
Yeah.
It has taken years.
How many?
About 5 years back.
And it was very big?
Not very big.
About?
It just sustained my family for just about a year.
Yeah. For a year?
Yes.
You gained for a year?
Yes.
With only one diamond?
Yes.
And after what happened?
What happened after
In
that?
the last 5 years?
Well, I've been on the hard way, hard struggling. I've been engaged myself in agricultural, small agricultural activities to sustain my family. Because I can't rely on diamonds, because for now, diamonds are very hard to find. Because the land has become devastated. All the productive parts of the soil has been washed by the national diamond mining companies.
Yes.
This entire place was covered by forest, but due to logging and unsustainable mining practices, you can see today a wasteland with practically no agricultural use. So these activities, negative activities of human beings, has not only degraded the land, but also destroyed habitat of rare and endangered species.
I believe very strongly that the future of this country lies in two things: the education of our children and agriculture. So all our friends out there who may want to assist this country, I think my own humble recommendation would be to really start letting agriculture hold a grip.
What is an enabling environment? An enabling environment is a set of interrelated conditions like legal, fiscal, social, political, organizational, information that contribute to a macro framework which impacts on the capacities and opportunities of development actors to fulfill their roles and responsibilities efficiently. and engage in development processes in a sustained, informed and effective manner. But it is more than that. It is nurturing in them the will to choose. That is, the determination of recognizing the value of one's identity and the determination of standing up for one's own rights.
Whatever is needed, I'm doing. I'm running businesses, I'm running projects, we're running hospitals, we're running schools, we're running a very major ecological movement in India, the largest tree planting movement in India right now. All this is not because I identify myself with that, because I identify with life. And if life has to happen, all these things have to happen. It's not my choice to plant a tree. It is just that if we have to live well, we have to plant a tree because what we inhale, they exhale. What we exhale, they inhale. So this is a relationship that you cannot do without, There is no way. You can live without your wife or your husband or your child or anybody. Without a friend you can live, but you can't live without a tree. Every moment there is a transaction between us.
6 years ago I came to India because I wanted to learn yoga, and I had some health problem and I wanted to fix my health with yoga, by taking medicine. And I've been to different places in India, and one day I met somebody in a bus we discussed about yoga, and this person sent me to Isha because I was in this area. So before that I've never heard about Isha, I didn't know anything about Sadhguru, I've never heard about him. I came to this place, this ashram near Coimbatore, and the place is really like a beautiful place. So after traveling some time in India, I found like very relaxing to be in this such beautiful place. So I decided to take a yoga program there, and then I stayed. And I wanted to stay for some time in the ashram because I wanted just to start my practice and become able to do it like on a daily basis. And while I was there, I thought, well, I'm here, so if I can help to do something. And they told me that they have this program called Project Green Hands, that they were about to organize a mass planting day because they wanted to get a Guinness record. And this was happening in about 1 month, and they wanted somebody who would be able to help them to market this project and create a website. So I said, okay, I've never done a website, but anyway, I had my background in business and marketing, so I thought that maybe I can help do something for websites. So like that, I worked on creating this first website.
2004. When I finished the college, it was the time when tsunami hit all the areas of southern India, the coastal belt of southern India, and Isha has taken up a project in tsunami hit villages of planting trees in the coastal area, so that if another tsunami comes, the impact of the tsunami is reduced by these trees. So because I was living with these village people, I was working with the community, I was able to see the change of mindset with these people, because they were hit by tsunami and they didn't have any idea of tree planting or doing anything that is socially viable or socially that is beneficial for the society, because they themselves are in trouble. So they are not interested in caring whether the neighbor is good or not, or the village is good or not. So to those kind of people we teach them yoga programs, and from that people few volunteers came up who took up the responsibility of planting trees in villages. So seeing this, I had enormous trust in Sadhguru's vision that it is possible to change the entire mindset of people to plant millions of trees in Tamil Nadu.
But when the day of this tree planting happened, I thought now, I knew more about the project, because to create the website I had to talk to different people, understand this project and so on. So I feel, well, this project is beautiful, and now this day planting is happening. I want to be part of it, so I want to go to a village and plant trees with people. I spent the whole day with these people. We had a big pickup full of saplings, And we were going from one place to another with this car and stopping there and then jumping out of the car, taking saplings and going there, and people were coming. We would give them saplings and all together we would plant trees, and it was very, I don't know how to say, very alive, to meet these people, and without explaining anything, it was just happening like that, meeting these people. I've never planted a tree in my life before, so it was also for me an experience, to just to go down and put this small sapling. And I don't know, but something magic happened in that trip where we spent the whole trip talking together without language. But they were telling me their days, I've been in saris, so they were showing me their saris and all their purchases and so on, and they were asking me what I've been doing, so I started explaining the project. I had with me one little flyer in Tamil explaining the project, so I showed that to them, and then I explained the tree plantation and so on, and something like, after 1 hour, I came out from the bus and I was like, what has happened, It's like, we had like talking together as we knew each other for many years, like really good friend, and something happened. So then I came back to ashram, then the days after I felt like I did something very important that day, and it makes lots of sense in my life. And one morning, it was like my head was just completely empty of every thought. Only one thought was there, that this is the most important thing I have to do in my life. So I decided to stay.
My land is 13 acres. I brought in 3 acres of trees, and in future also I am going to plant more trees. This will reduce the global warming. If each individual realizes this thing, then automatically the global warming and things will come down. So now actually we are doing this with a project Green Hands, which is supporting us to plant trees and develop them. Like that. So we are doing it year by year. We are planting more trees, and the trees are mainly they are for rainwater harvesting, the soil erosion, global warming, all the purpose that trees are supporting us mainly.
And as Sadhguru says, he considers these people to be the real heroes, because even when their daily meal they have to battle for it, still they are ready to take time and work for the village, and they are making Sadhguru is making these people to vision a good future for their village, not only for themselves. So this motivates us, me, Mari, or whoever is in the project. It motivates us to work more, to offer ourselves more to what we are doing.
These people, they have not contributed to global warming, but they are the first people who are like victim of the effect of global warming. So, and they are taking responsibility. In our countries, we are still doing big conference, to know what to do for global warming. Here, they don't spend time talking; they are just doing. So, definitely, I want to spend my time and energy with people who are doing, not with people who are talking.
There is no human being who is not interested in human well-being. Everybody is interested in human well-being. It is only the scale according to their understanding and experience. In one human being, his idea of well-being may be that I am well, that's all that matters to him. For another human being, human well-being may mean him and his family. For another person, it may mean him and his community. For another person, it may be him and his nation. For another person, him and his race. For another person, the whole humanity. For another person, all life on this planet. For another person, the whole cosmos. So it is only the scale that you're talking about. So every human being is interested in human well-being. It is the scale which is different from person to person. So once your experience of life touches a dimension which is non-physical in nature, naturally the sense of boundaries are gone within you. There is a sense of all-inclusiveness. So spirituality is an inclusive process, it is not an exclusive process. So whatever is needed, you do. People keep asking me that I'm an ecologist or this or that, like I was at the Davos, the World Economic Forum. When I went there, one of the questions that somebody came and asked me is, "Oh, you are an amazing tree planter, aren't you?" I said, "No, I'm not a tree planter." And they asked, "What do you do then?" Then I said, "Well, we have planted millions of trees, but I'm not a tree planter." And I asked, "What do you do?" And I said, "I make people flower." Because that's the most important thing, that human nature flowers into its full depth and dimension. If that happens, being involved in everything is very natural. Whatever is needed, you do. Right now, ecology is an issue. So you do it, not because I am an ecologist. For the well-being of life on this planet, nurturing nature has become a part of our life today.
Through international cooperation projects, we acknowledge the fact that we need communities to be freer and more responsible towards sharing the world's common resources in a more responsible manner, towards present and future generations.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. الحمد لله الذي أنعم علينا بنعم كثيرة ومن أعظمها نعمة الماء. يقول الله عز وجل: وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء حي. فأساس الصناعة وأساس الزراعة وأساس الحياة البشرية قائم على استهلاك هذه النعمة ألا وهي الماء. وقد حثنا الله سبحانه وتعالى على الحفاظ على هذه النعمة الجلة، فأوضح لنا النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام بأن لا نهدر الماء وأن نرشد استهلاكه، ونهى عن تضييع هذا الماء حتى ولو كان في الوضوء. فكان عليه الصلاة والسلام يتوضأ ويتطهر بكأس من الماء أو بربع مد من أجل أن يعلمنا أن نحافظ على المياه لأنها أساس الحياة. ونهى عن إفساد الماء، فنهى عن البول في الماء الراكد أو في النهر حتى لا يذهب هذا الماء هدرا ولا يتسبب بالإيذاء. ومن أخطر ما حصل في زماننا أن حولت المياه المالحة، مياه المجاري، إلى بعض الأنهار وصارت تسقى منها المزروعات، مما تسبب عن أمراض كثيرة وعن بلايا نعرفها جميعا.
So this is the system. So the people, when they wash for brain, then the water go to this tank, and through this tank go through pump and then filter, and after the filter we have the irrigation system which irrigate the garden. And we store it in tank, and then we pump this water after we filter the water to the irrigation system. Outside I will explain. Actually, the system for reusing pollution water for irrigation is very simple. المشروع تبعنا ببساطة هو تحسين خدمات المياه لبعض مناطق قريب دمشق. طبعا سوريا فيها معاناة، فيها قلة مياه كثيرة، فالمشروع هو تزويد بعض مناطق قريب دمشق المياه. من ضمن مكونات المشروع تطوير أداء المؤسسات وتوعية الجمهور بأهمية المياه وترشيد استهلاكها وعدمها. طبعا احنا فكرنا انه كيف بدنا نوصل الفكرة لأكبر قدر من الناس بالحفاظ على المياه، فلقينا طلبة المدارس هن الشريحة الأكبر بالمجتمع، وبالتالي عملنا اجتماع مع الجهة المسؤولة عن النشاطات الطلابية بالمدارس الابتدائية، وهي اتصلت بجميع مدارس دمشق وسألتهم لنشاطات مختلفة. طبعا كان في عندنا بعض المدارس اللي قدمت مسويات، مدارس شاركت بشعر كله يدور حول الحث الى ترشيد استهلاك المياه، وفي مدارس شاركت برسومات. نحن هلا باحدى المدارس اللي كان لها نشاط متميز واللي بالتعاون معنا، المشروع تبعنا ممول طبعا من الاتحاد الاوروبي. المشروع تطوير مؤسساتي ممول من الاتحاد الاوروبي مع مؤسسه المياه مع المدارس. عملنا النشاطات ونحن باحد المدارس اللي قمنا ب احدى المسرحيات اللي تم تمثيلها بشكل واقعي عن انتاج.
على انه هالافكار تيجي تشيل الحاجات انت بتلمسيها ضمن يعني مدينه دمشق كل مجتمع وباي هدف يعني لتوصل الى انه ينمو هالاجيال انه ممكن نعرف في حاجه انه نعرف بس انه يعرفوا بس انه كمان ينمو ضمن اي واقع.
بين مشروع تطوير المؤسسات مؤسسة المياه إنه نحن بدنا نعمل شيء حتى نمنع هدر المياه في سوريا. فاجتمعنا عدة اجتماعات، من خلال الاجتماعات طبعا تم طرح أفكار من كافة الجهات بلورت هالافكار عنا. انا قمت بدراسه هالافكار اللي تم طرحها، وصلنا لانه يعني عن طريق التمثيل، عن طريق الرسم، عن طريق مسابقه قصه، مسابقه شعر للاطفال. عملنا على كل مدارس مدينه دمشق انه نعمل مسابقه قصه، مسابقه شعر، انه اجمل شعر اجمل قصه هدول بيفوزوا اللي بتتحدث عن ترشيد استهلاك المياه. ايضا اجمل اللوحات مسابقه رسوم اطفال، يعني طلع عنا حوالي 130 لوحه متميزه، كل لوحه مختلفه عن الاخرى، تتحدث يعني باسلوب مختلف. تم اختيار 10 لوحات متميزه جدا، هدول فائزين في المعرض. يعني احدى اللوحات لفتت نظرنا انه حاطين بميزان قطعه جواهر بكفه ونقطه مياه بكفه، فانه الكفه الراجحه هي كفه المياه. طبعا هو الهدف انه نحن نحافظ على المي ونعرف الطفل من اول ما بينشأ باهميه المياه، اهميه المي بحياتنا. طبعا بعض الاطفال بيتمتعوا بالمي عم ينسوا انه في اطفال ثانيين عنا ما عم يشوفوا المي، يعني ما في مياه في بعض المناطق. تم تعريفهم طبعا انه في اطفال عم بيعانوا من شح مياه او انعدام مياه، يعني ممكن بالاسبوع مره في مناطق في تقنين بالاسبوع مره عم يشوفوا المي. منظمه طلائع البحث من الاطفال العرب السوري. طبعا المنظمه تعتني بقضايا بالاطفال بالاضافه لتوجيه الاطفال وتكريس القيم الايجابيه لديهم، من ضمنها تكريس ترشيد استهلاك المياه، الكهرباء، الحفاظ على البيئه، النظافه الى اخره. فمن طبعا نتيجه شح المياه في بعض مناطق القطب العربي السوري كانت هذه حاجه ملحه لنبحث عن طريقه لكي نكرس لدى الاطفال ونعزز لديهم الحفاظ على المياه. وكان طبعا التعاون بين منظمة طلائع البعث ومشروع التطوير المؤسساتي ومؤسسة المياه، يعني تم إيجاد هذه الفكرة أو هذا المهرجان يعني من خلاله لنكرس ترشيد استهلاك المياه بشكل رائع جدا لدى الأطفال. وبعتقد إذا يعني تعملوا مقابلة مع الأطفال بتلاقوا هذا الشيء انعكس على سلوكهم.
I am George Hope at River Number 2 village. I was born in this community and I've lived in this community all my lifetime, and my family is in the community. And we start this organization number 2 River in 1995. So we start in 95, and in 91 we have the war, and then we still continue. Like what we have, our cutleries, we have 1.2 kV generator, and we dig the sand and hide all the cutleries, the generator, for 9 months, and after 9 months we take them back and we start the cooperative. So, and now we are achieving a lot in the community. We are benefiting, and the benefit is going to the people in the community. Like we are paying school fees for children going to school, like old people who doesn't have work in the community, and we also build other houses outside the village so the village can be spread. And we are also thinking in further future also to do more things, but not like make it like a big 5-star hotel. We want to keep it like something the community can able to upkeep, like make small ecotourism so the community can able to benefit, and the community can be the owner of the association. So we formed this cooperative because of we want to be as a unity in the community. But before this cooperative was formed, we are individual. Everybody is fighting. When one tourist came to the village, everybody, 5-6 people will come, oh, I have this, and then we say no, this is not the best idea, because some people are benefiting and some people are not benefiting. So we say, well, we should come together so that everybody can benefit out of what we have. And before the village, the name of the village is called Faulkner Town. That is the original name of River number 2. And it's changed to River number 2 because we have a military base by the village, and we have 2 battalion soldiers which was drowned by the quicksand. So the reporter doesn't know the name of River number 2, and the river was divided into 2, and then it just say, well, the incident take place to 2 rivers. So since that time they started calling it River number 2, but the original name is called Faulkner Town. Yeah, so that's the way River number 2 start. And we also spreading the community into other things, and we don't have no like Guma water as a well. We dig a well. Out of the well, we process it, and then we are drinking that water. We are living through that water. And also we have small generator before. Now we have bigger generator that the light is serving all the community. So it's like everybody is benefiting in the community. We have a boat, a fishing boat, which belong to the community. The women, they are responsible for the fish. They smoke the fish from the village and take it to the market. So the women, they have their own cooperative, like they call the women's wing. They have their chair lady, they have their president, and they have secretary. They are also running. They also are doing something, because we don't leave the women behind. We bring them together so we all can able to work for the one aim and for the benefit of the community. And our motive is to let the children, when the children are coming in more years, so the children also can able to upkeep this place as a community place. Even if we have a multi-millionaire to come and say, well, I want to buy this place, so let me give you no. The answer will be no. We're not ready to sell this place. We are ready to keep it for the interest of the people and for the community. And about me, I have, let me see, get a travel experience out of the cooperative. I have a scholarship from Australia for 3 months to study about tourism, and in Uganda for 3 weeks about tourism, Kenya 3 weeks about tourism, because the government see that we are the only cooperative that is doing better in the whole Sierra Leone, and they are taking our village like the #1 of tourism, helping the government to do publicity. Yeah, so people are very, people like our place very much because it is so cheap. There is no thief. There is no, like when you come, you don't have crowd of people. It's very peaceful, and the people in the community also, they are very friendly. For any visitor or tourist, they have a very warm welcome to everybody that come to the community. Should be free, you do what you want, no harassment, you know. So people like us for what we are doing, because of, if you go to other places, like let me say like Laka, Toke, you know, when you go there, you have a bunch of people, everybody will rush, oh, come this side, come this side. You see, like for us now, we are not like that. We are in a cooperative, and you can see everybody with their uniform, like the bar, like the people in the restaurants, people for the boat trip, the waterfall. You see, everybody is working like a cooperative. And then if you go to the village, then you will see again what we are doing in the village. The profit that we have here in the cooperative, we extend it to the community, like building these other houses. We have 12 houses which you can go and see, which people are living now. We have more accommodation for people, because before the accommodation was little. So the profit that we have now, we extend it to the village, and we have 12 more houses built by the cooperative, so people can have more accommodation. So like places like Toke, before the Toke, they have the place, but the Lebanese has come and buy all this place from the community. So now they have no place, and there was hotel there, like 350 bedroom. It was a French hotel, and during the war, the place all was vandalized, because one, the staff, they did not pay. The manager, they all just flew away like that. They did not pay anybody, so everybody is crying for his money, and then at that time there is no money. So what they do, they vandalize all the place so they can have something to do. They spoil the place. So that is the way that hotel was spoiled. The rebels, they come there, they stay there, and they took many things, and also people from outside the community, people in the community, so they took things. So that's the way that Toke is. And up to now, there is no way for them to settle, because they have been sold the land to the Lebanese and other people. So like for us, but anyway, we have trained, because we have done something like a training to all other villages. We have an organization that we have first put together, and we are the leader of that, and we are sponsored by the Norwegian government. They give us money to train other people to come together, but it doesn't work, because the mind was not in one, you know. So they try, but they fail. Everything break away, because in this thing, if you want to have a good cooperative like this in your community, then you have to work very hard. You know, you have to get patient. You have to forget about money in the first place. Then you have to work very hard, and you have to, patient among yourself. It will be some problems, but at least you should know how to settle it. Because like for us, there is a law. If anything's happen, anyway, we don't go to the police. We go to the chief, and we settle it in the community level. You see. So it takes a lot of effort, lot of energy, lot of time, to develop a community like this. So, but now for today, we are very proud because for what we have done, people are coming from outside the world say, oh, here is paradise. You see, as you see the table and the chairs, we start with 3 of it, 3 tables, 9 chairs. And now we are boasting about 800 chairs and something like 500 tables and umbrellas. If you see the odds, this one here is the first. This is the number 1, the stone house, because at that time we don't have money to buy cement. So we go up to the mountain, we take the stones, put them in a boat, and then bring them down here, and then we build. This one is the first house that we built. And then before we built the kitchen with the stone, we built the restaurants with the stone, the toilet with the stone, and then after we started using cement with other buildings. So now we don't say we are the best, but let me go into the other bad thing. We are having some problems with the other neighbor village, something like, they are jealousy. Think, well, everybody is saying, go to river number 2 is fine, go to river number 2 is fine. So people will say, who are these people? Who are river number 2? Everybody is saying river number 2, river number 2. So like the other community, they are jealous. But we are still with them. They are our brothers, they are our neighbors. We are still working with them. If we don't have fish here, we have to go to Turkey and buy fish. If we don't have lobster or crab, we have to go to Bobo, Sussex or Laka. We buy and bring. So we still try to, at least, to show them like we are all the same. We are all the brothers. But the thing is, they are very weak in mind to develop. Because as I said, you have to be very strong and you have to forget about many things, especially in the money, because when you are starting, there is no money. It's something like we have a way that we say it, that when you work, they don't pay you like you have to commit yourself for the job. It's self-help. The chief can call everybody. The chairman will talk to the guys. You have to give them the idea. They see reason, they understand what you are talking, they look for the feature, and then when they see, as long they accept the reason, then things will go forward. You see, so it's a lot of process, lot of work, It's not easy anyway, but I think in a society, it's good to have this kind of things that will help to put people together, because you are all having the same mind, the same aim, the same focus, the same energy. But if you have your own mind, then things cannot work. You see, so. And as for me, as I'm said, I have some travel experience through this community, and I'm enjoying the work. I like the work a lot. I've been the chairman, been a PRO, being an headman. Now I am the chief advisor for the community. So that's my present job now, like in helping them what to do, the way we come back, you have to think about it, the way how things. And also we have a bylaw, like if anybody do some things that doesn't wrong to the tourist or the visitor, we have a law that we punish those people. For example, if like a guest for the food, or let me say for the bungalow, the community said okay, it's $60, per night. And if someone says $70, $80, and then if we catch that person, it will have some punishment, just to at least make things will be fine. Because if you do those things, then you drive tourists or visitor. So we have our bylaw, our local law, that we will punish short of punishment to ourselves. So that will able to make the association very strong. The rules, it also helps a lot to make it very strong, because if you just do it and no rules, then everybody will just do what he wants or what she wants, you know. So we make a rules that can able to govern ourselves, that can guide us, you see. So that is the other important thing again in the community. Very, very strong rules that you should not go. If you do this, then you have to get this punishment. If you do this, we will not make it too big to the police, but in ourselves, we will be very serious in it. You see, so that also is helping us to keep this society until this time.